you, Sammy, Miles, and Kyla. Just amazing local talent right here in Surrey, British Columbia, where together we're making Surrey a music city. And Fusion Presents is our partner at the Surrey Board of Trade, where they have an office right here at the Surrey Board of Trade on 104th. So come and visit them and get involved in making Surrey a music city. Thank you so much, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Anita Huberman. I'm CEO of the Surrey Board of Trade, and thank you so much for attending our digital awards ceremony for our Fun in the Sun golf tournament. And I hope everyone had an amazing time on Friday at Morgan Creek Golf Course. The weather held, we had no rain, and I know it was a bit different than what we're usually used to, with no banquet afterwards, awarding the prizes, having the silent auction and the live auction in person. But with the pandemic, we had to do things a little bit differently. So I thank you so much on behalf of the Surrey Board of Trade and my team who worked so hard on this tournament for your support and for being here this afternoon. Without sponsorship, Surrey Board of Trade events simply would not take place. So please afford me the opportunity to thank our corporate sponsors for our golf tournament. They really stood out and they came to the table when we needed them to ensure that we could hold this golf tournament in support of the Surrey Board of Trade's Youth Entrepreneur Program, which we've been running for the past 14 years. So first of all, our digital reception sponsor is the OPNA Group. Our beverage cart sponsor is the amazing Westland Insurance. Your registration gifts that you received in your golf carts on Friday, they were sponsored by BCLC, BC Lottery Corporation. Our fabulous live entertainment that you heard at the golf tournament and today was sponsored by SNF Group Benefits, our Chambers of Commerce Group Insurance Plan provider. The delicious lunch was sponsored by BM Group of Companies at the golf tournament on Friday. Our pin flag sponsors were sponsored by Applin Martin and Tybo Contracting. And then sponsored by SCS Consulting. The owner, Steve Stu, was our tournament chair, and he sponsored the Margarita Bar on the golf course. Your golf towels that were in the golf cart were sponsored by the Civic Hotel and Dominion Bar and Kitchen right here in downtown Surrey. And this year's digital silent auction was sponsored by the Construction and Development Company of Dawson Sawyer. Your digital scoring sponsors were Guildford Town Centre, RJC Engineers, and the Sheraton Vancouver Guildford Hotel. And our on-site hole sponsors were Jelly Bean Autocrafters, the amazing Corvette that you saw on Friday during the day, New Great Land Developments, Ram Construction, and Shaw Business were all of our on-site hole sponsors. Thank you so much. Our food hole sponsors, Avalon Surrey Funeral Home by Arbor Memorial, CareVest Capital, HY Engineering, Kane Shannon Weiler LLP, and of course Morgan Creek Golf Course, all of them food hole sponsors. Thank you so much. And our hole sponsors, Fraser Grain Terminal, Hamilton Duncan, and the Cooperatives Group Home Insurance. Thank you so much to our hole sponsors. Our print sponsor was Surrey Digital Printing, and our media sponsors, the fabulous CKNW, Global BC, and the Surrey Now Leader Media Group. Thank you so much for supporting our Surrey Board of Trade Fun in the Sun Golf Tournament. And I want to take a moment to thank our 2020 golf team for helping to organize this year's tournament. And we started out meeting in person, but of course the pandemic happened and we had to do a lot of activity behind the scenes, by phone, by email. And this crew was led by the amazing Steve Stew of SCS Consulting and supported by my amazing staff, who I don't know what I would do without, Heather Booth, Events and Communications Manager, and Rona Doria, Events and Sponsorship Coordinator. And then with the rest of my staff that were on site, they just did an amazing job to ensure such a great transition from our regular golf tournament to a modified tournament, and of course tonight's digital awards ceremony that you're seeing tonight. Thank you so much. Now I wanted to just remind you that the digital silent auction, it ends at 5 p.m. So that's in about 45 minutes. So if you have not placed your bid, please do so. It's at givergy.ca/SBOT 2020. Again, access to the auction is givergy, givergy.ca/SBOT 2020, also denoted in the chat function in your Zoom technology. Remember that this is a fundraiser for our Surrey Board of Trade Youth Entrepreneur Program, and all of the funds raised has helped us so much in giving back to our youth as young as grade 4. And you're going to hear from them very shortly. And you know, a third of Surrey's population is under the age of 19. And we as a business community, we as media, as stakeholders, as government partners, we need to do absolutely everything we can to support our youth, not only in career pathways, but also in entrepreneurship pathways. And that's why one of our partners, Power Play Young Entrepreneurs, has been an integral part of the Surrey Board of Trade in our city building, and more specifically for our youth entrepreneurs. So what we do is we go right into the schools in grades 4 to 12, and we teach these young people how to run a business. They create their own product. They develop their own business plan, financial plan, sometimes a human resource plan. They have to get money in order to make their product. They have to give back to the community as well. It's such a holistic program and has made such a huge difference to our kids since we've been running it. And I want you to hear a little bit more from them. They're just amazing. You're going to be inspired. I'm always inspired when I go into the classroom or into a gymnasium where they're selling their products, or when I'm even mentoring them. But you're going to hear from them on screen today. So now to tell you a little bit more, first of all, please help me welcome our first young entrepreneur, Hayden McDonald, and his company is WRP Soap Company. Hayden, over to you.
Hello, my name is Hayden McDonald. I'm 12 years old and a grade 7 student at Peace Arch Elementary in White Rock. My product name is WRP Soap Co. The acronym stands for White Rock Proper Soap Company. I established this product in 2018 when I was in grade 5 during my first introduction to young entrepreneurs. I chose soap as my product for the business because everyone can use it and everyone needs to be clean. And hopefully they will want to buy more when they run out. I developed my own recipes using high-end soap bases like shea butter, cocoa butter, and honey. I use only quality ingredients with no harsh chemicals, detergents, or synthetic fragrances. The different types of soap range from antibacterial to sensitive skin. All the bars contain natural essential oils, clay powders for deep cleansing and coloring. The bars are long-lasting, gluten-free, and vegan-friendly. All of the soaps are stamped with the official company logo. I test all recipes on my family members. This means the epic fails and the successful ones. which makes my family very clean. I did market research with friends and classmates to determine the preferred smells and colors. Then I used our local beach for inspiration to come up with the names for each bar of soap, like Sand and Salt, Shore, and Frosted Sunset. We have seasonal names too. We have seasonal names as well, like Reindeer Snot, Lump of Coal, and Between the Pipes for hockey playoffs. Outside of school, I play hockey, baseball, and golf, and I look forward to this pandemic being over soon. I would like to thank Bill Roche of Young Entrepreneurs for the opportunity, and the Surrey Board of Trade for having me today. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Hayden. Great job. And we're going to hear now from Sachi Dhaliwal, and her company is Delightful Donuts, and you're going to be inspired by her as well. Sachi, over to you.
Hi, my name is Sachi Dhaliwal, and I'm an 8th grade student at North Surrey Secondary. A couple of years ago, my class was given the opportunity of becoming young entrepreneurs. When I first found out I was going to be an entrepreneur, I was excited. I never thought I would be taught business in elementary school. When I was coming up with my product idea, I started with the primary idea of a unique product, something no one's ever seen, and I started my search. I looked at every website imaginable, and I read all the craft books in my house. After days of endless searching, I was confident about my choice, donut soaps. This is an example. On the day of the show, during the market research stage of the product, I found questions which I could use to make my product more interesting to my customers. After asking questions to classes in my school, I turned to the drawing board and altered the product a little bit more to fit the outcome of the questions I had asked. On the day of the show, I used my display to intrigue customers. Essentially, people wanted to see what was selling at my booth because of my display. And after they came over, they got more excited about the product than the display. Power Play Young Entrepreneurs have really changed the way I felt about business and starting a business. I'm way more comfortable with the idea of having a business in the future. After my experience, I think it's really important to learn about business at an early age. It's really a life skill. Even if you may not go into business when you grow up, I think a lot of things I learned, I use in everyday life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sachi. And ladies and gentlemen, weren't you inspired by that? That was just amazing. And you can also support our Youth Entrepreneur Program through the same portal in your chat function, just simply by making a donation. It really is about focusing on our future. And as Sachi said, and even Hayden, learning these business skills, even if you're not going to run a business when you grow up, when you become an adult, these are invaluable skills in your personal and professional life. But certainly at the Surrey Board of Trade and with Power Play Young Entrepreneurs, and the main proponent, that is our partner, Mr. Bill Roche, together we are ensuring that Surrey is an opportunity city and that our youth have that opportunity and that skill building for entrepreneurship. So Hayden and Sachi, thank you so much. And I know we'll be seeing you again in the future. You have a successful future ahead of you. So now, to announce the winners of the contests of our golf tournament and some prizes. So the contests on the course on Friday, the first contest was hosted by Ram Construction. They invest so much in our city, and their prize was a $200 Amazon gift card. And the winner is Scott Hamilton. And Scott, you can pick up your gift card at the Surrey Board of Trade or contact us, or we'll contact you as well. And then the second and final contest on course from Kane, Shannon, Weiler, the law firm that also really supports Surrey's business community. They have a fabulous gift basket. And the winner is Josh Done. Congratulations to both of you for winning a contest on course. Now, the most honest team on the course for the year 2020. And the most honest team is going to get this. And so each of the foursome is going to win this lovely trophy for being the most honest team. But I know you had fun on the golf course, and it was just so well done at Morgan Creek Golf Course. So the winning team is Community Savings Credit Union. And the 4 participants that will win this is Tony Sandu, Kevin Tan, Gary Goodman, and Carrie Johnson with a score of 85. Thank you so much for participating in the Surrey Board of Trade's golf tournament. Now the low gross team for the year 2020, and they're going to, all 4 of them, receive this lovely trophy, and I will deliver it to them myself, is Westland Insurance with a score of 57. And the players were Derek Hannabury, Kyle Lewis, Sean McCulloch, and Scott Hamilton. Thank you so much to all 4 of you also for not only winning the low gross team, but for participating in the Surrey Board of Trade golf tournament. And the winner of the prize for attending tonight's digital ceremony is from John Vulcan Academy, Bill Kunar. Bill, congratulations. You win your spot in next year's tournament and a $50 Best Buy gift card. Congratulations. And I'm actually going to be seeing you in a couple of weeks, so I'll give this to you when I see you. So I remind you that the silent auction closes at 5 p.m. today. The link is in your chat function. You have exactly 30 minutes so we can reach our goal of $15,000 and we can support our youth entrepreneurs. And thank you so much to UPNA Group for sponsoring this afternoon's digital awards ceremony for our Fun in the Sun golf tournament. And like Hayden said, you know, we hope that this pandemic is over by June of next year. But if not, we'll host a golf tournament probably similarly to what we did this year. But I know that so many people had fun on Friday, and thank you so much for attending. And remember that the Surrey Board of Trade is Surrey's city building business organization. We're member driven. If you want to join, please contact me, Anita at businessinsurrey.com, or check us out at businessinsurrey.com. And our scheduled date for 2021 for our golf tournament is June 3rd. Thank you so much and make it a great business week, everyone.